Welcome to this eLearn Security video training lesson on extracting and analyzing EXIF data. Every file stores different types of metadata within it, ranging from timestamps, file type, GPS info, number of pages, etc. You'll be surprised at the number of different metadata types that can be found. In this video, we are going to cover how to extract EXIF data from photos to help us identify useful evidence by using the EXIF tool. In this video, we will also go through another tool, EXIF tool GUI, to analyze exchangeable image file format, also referred to as EXIF. As we learned in previous content, we know what EXIF data is and how useful it can be to investigators. You can check more about EXIF from this wiki page here. Looking at this page, we can see that EXIF data is not found in photos only, but in different files and sound files. Additionally, there are some different tools that could be used to extract EXIF data from files. One of the most important tools in this area is EXIF Tool by Phil Harvey. It supports most of the cameras and digital file types available. The Windows executable can be downloaded from here. We will also go through another tool, which is a GUI or front end for the EXIF tool itself. It was front-end developed using Python for EXIF tool and is easy to use. All you have to do is download it, extract it, and make sure that you have both the EXIF tool GUI and the exiftool.exe in the same directory as we can see here. Also, make sure it doesn't have any options passed to it. If the name does not have something like -k, then rename the file and remove it. Now, before we go through this tool, let me show you how easy it is to parse EXIF data from photos using the EXIF tool itself. Let's assume we want to extract EXIF data from the photos we have here. All we need to do is drag and drop the photo on top of the EXIF tool exe file. As you can see, it extracts all the EXIF data found within the photo we selected. If we go to the beginning, we can see all the information tags. To learn more about what each entry or tag is, you can go to the following website about tags. Here, you can check each tag and what it means from the description. Remember, it's your responsibility to know the tags and see if they would be beneficial to your case or not. Let's check another photo. Again, all we need to do is drag and drop the file, and the tool will extract a volume of data for you. We can see the size of the file, the final modification date, access date, as well as the creation date. Here's the file type, which is JPEG. We can also see the camera type, which is Casio Computer Company Ltd, and beneath it, we can see the camera model, which is EXIF. If we scroll down a bit, we can see the camera that was used for this photo, as well as the software used, Microsoft Pro Photo Tools. Let's scroll down further. We see lots of data, like the creator of this photo, Greg Reeser, based on the creator tag. We can also see the city and country, which are Pacific Palisades and the United States respectively. The artist tag tells us who the artist is that took the photo, Greg Reeser. And the creator tool tag tells us that it was done using Microsoft Pro Photo Tools. Here we have the GPS data. We first have the GPS latitude degree, and below it, its reference direction. Same for the GPS longitude, and beneath it, its reference direction. Below that is the exact GPS position for the person that took this photo. As we can see, there are lots of data that can be extracted from files using EXIF tool. Let's go ahead and close this photo and move on. Let's check this photo of our friend. We can see that the file size is 1,424 kilobytes. And we also have the file modification, access, and creation timestamps here. As you can see, the file type is JPEG. The image has a description saying, with Andrea Perlo. The person that took the photo added this description to it. If we look here, we can see that the photo is taken using a Samsung camera, which I suspect is the guy's mobile phone. We can make sure of that by checking its camera model, which shows SM-A710F. A bit further down, we can see that no flash was used to take this photo. Let's check the GPS coordinates for this photo. As you can see, we have the GPS latitude, longitude, and GPS position here. Let's take the GPS position and check it using Google Maps. This will help us identify where the person in the photo was when he took this photo. I'm going to remove the DEG from the position coordinates. By zooming the focus, we see that the photo was taken in Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, New York City, USA. We know from the photo that the person on the right is Andrea Pirlo, one of Italy's midfield legends. But who's that to his left? Knowing that Andrea plays for the New York Football Club, we can understand that this photo was taken at the Yankee Stadium where Andrea plays football. Another useful website that I recommend you bookmark is Jeffrey's Image Metadata Viewer. Let's give it a try. Before we can proceed though, we need to fill this new reCAPTCHA here to prove we're not a robot. Now that all is good, let's proceed. Let's click the View Image Data button. As you can see, the EXIF data extracted and displayed. Here we can see the date and time of the original photo, and below that, we see the creation date too. We can also see the camera type, which is a Canon, and that the photographer didn't use flash. Here we see some of the camera settings and details. We can even see the owner's name too. As you can see here, these are all the file formats that are supported by Jeffrey's Image Metadata Viewer. If you notice, it is not for photos only. You can even upload PDF and PPTX files too. Now let's use the PyEXIF tool GUI. As I mentioned before, this is a front end for the EXIF tool that's written in Python. The developer has developed it so we can add geotags to his photo, that is, add GPS locations to his photo, plus we can use it to read EXIF data. Don't forget to download Phil Harvey's EXIF tool from here too. As mentioned at the beginning of this video, to download the new tool, all we need to do is extract the PyEXIF tool GUI to a directory, and then copy the EXIF tool.exe to it. Now let's go to the PyEXIF tool GUI.exe and double-click on it to start. As we can see, it has a simple interface. Let's go ahead and load some images by clicking on the Load Images button. Let's select all of the photos that we have in the pics directory and click Open. We can see that the tool displays the thumbnail for the photos we have loaded. By selecting the photo, the tool will call the EXIF tool in the background and extract all the information it could get from the photo. If we select the EXIF radio button, only the data that is related to the EXIF category is extracted and displayed. This can be helpful when you need to focus on a small amount of data rather than going through the whole list of data. Here we have the image description saying Dortmund and something about a canal. We have the camera make or type, which is Canon, and the model name is Canon EOS 600D. If we select the GPS location radio button, only the extracted data for the GPS and location will be presented. As you can see, we have the latitude, longitude, and we can even see the country, which is Deutschland, Germany. We can also see the state and the city too. To add the extracted information to your report, or to generate a report from all the details we obtained here, all we need to do is right-click on the photo and select Export Metadata. A simple window appears where we have the option to select all the types of metadata to extract from this photo. We can even select what type of report to export to. For this test, let's select Export All Metadata, and we'll export it to TXT. Then click OK. When asked, click OK, telling the tool that this is truly what you want to export. If we go to the folders directory, we can see a text file with the same name of the photo has been created for us. If we open it, we will see all the EXIF data, metadata, that was found within the photo has been exported to this file. Let's export to another type. Let's select all information, and this time export the metadata to XML format, and then click OK. Please note that when you export to CSV, it will export all the photos selected, not just a single photo. If we go back to our Photos directory, we see we have a new file with the photo's name, but with the .xml extension. Let's edit the file. As you can see, we have all the EXIF data extracted and placed within XML tags. This is useful in case you want to take it and import it into another tool, or you want to write your own parser that will parse based on some specific tags. Let's select another photo and display some of its data. Let's select this one. Since we're still on the GPS location tab, we can see the GPS data for this photo. If we select the All Radio button, we will be presented with all the data extracted from this photo. And selecting any photo from the left will display its extracted data on the right. After watching this video, I hope you understand why EXIF data is useful and how to extract EXIF data from photos. There are lots of tools and web pages that can help you with EXIF data, especially understanding the tags that are available. Continue to explore the sites and tools referenced in this video to strengthen your understanding of specific tags, especially those that are new to you. And this concludes our video lesson on extracting and analyzing EXIF data. Thanks for joining us.